but they don't have simulators for ground troops or infantry. And so now with our Omni technology, for the first time, warfighters can simulate walking on the battlefield and walking the terrain before they put boots on the ground for training, for mission rehearsal.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. Joining me now is Jan Goetgeluk. He is the CEO of Virtuix. And Jan, it's great to see you again. How are you?
Hey, Steve, good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you as well. I know the company has big news out today, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But for those maybe not familiar with Virtuix, talk to me a bit about the company.
Yeah, our key technology is called the Omni. It's an omni-directional treadmill that lets people and users walk and run around in 360 degrees inside virtual reality games or other applications like training and defense. You're not just standing still or pushing a button on a joystick. You're physically moving inside virtual environments.
And so that really leads into today's news because you're announcing a collaboration with the United States Marine Corps Training and Education Command, or TECOM. This is a significant collaboration for the company.
Yeah, it's a big deal to us. It's a big project with the US Marine Corps that want to use our technology for infantry training. And if you think about the US military, they already have simulators for aircraft, for tanks, but they don't have simulators for ground troops or infantry. And so now with our Omni technology, for the first time, warfighters can simulate walking on the battlefield and walking the terrain before they put boots on the ground for training, for mission rehearsal. In this case, with the Marine Corps, we're making a VR infantry trainer where a fire team, a four-person fire team, will go through specific drills to train for missions and to do their battle drills.
Jan, can you talk to me a bit about AI and how it works into what you're developing here with the U.S. Marine Corps?
Yeah, we use AI for AI-driven 3D reconstruction, specifically Gaussian splatting. What we do is we take 360-degree camera footage. And now, thanks to AI, we can turn it into photorealistic virtual replicas very quickly, within hours. The process of creating virtual worlds used to take a lot of time, weeks, months, very expensive. Now, thanks to AI, techniques like Gaussian splatting, within hours, we can create a photorealistic replica of the real world. So for military applications, we can take footage of a mission area and recreate a virtual replica. And then with our Omni technology, for the first time, warfighters can walk around inside that environment physically without boundaries in 360 degrees, as if they're really there, simulating the mission or whatever they want to rehearse. It's an incredible capability that the military hasn't had yet, except for now, thanks to our technology.
This obviously gives you a great in with the U.S. military. I know you've been working with them in the past as well. So it's a strong client that you have for your company. And that really sort of fits into the growth strategy of the company, because you've got clients on the consumer side, but obviously defense can be a big one for the company.
Yeah, we have this dual use strategy. Originally, we come from the world of gaming, of entertainment. So we have our Omni One gaming system for the consumer. That's taking off. That's growing quickly. We have our deal with Meta, the major Meta partnership and collaboration. We believe, is going to really drive growth on the consumer segments. But then we supplemented high volume consumer business with high value defense contracts, where we're getting a lot of traction. And we announced sales to the Marine Corps, to the Army, now also Air Force, and we signed an agreement with the Navy as well. So all four branches of the military want to work with our technology. And then the big news today is that we're the lead integrator on this training project for the Marine Corps, which is a big deal to us. So great traction on the defense space as we work towards bigger contracts in that space to supplement our consumer business. So those two, consumer and defense, really we believe will drive a lot of growth for our company going forward.
Yeah, and the one thing about a contract like this is that they tend those government contracts, they tend to, if they like something, they continue with it. And obviously they found some success here. And as you mentioned, they use it for a lot of other different areas, but not specific for this. You're filling a need that they really need.
Yeah, it's a capability that they don't have today. Is how to train, how to virtually train and simulate infantry, ground troops, dismounted soldiers. And with our technology, we can do that. We can simulate a battlefield and walk the terrain and walk the battlefield before we put boots on the ground.
Exciting times ahead for sure, Jan. Thanks so much for updating us. Congratulations on the contract. We look forward to our next conversation, okay?
Thanks so much, Steve. Appreciate it.
All right, there's Jan Goetgeluk. He's the CEO of Virtuix.